Hey there everyone, my name is Monkey Shot with the Guys Play Games, back with some more Pokemon Emerald Battle Factory. Okay, let's just go straight into there. And go back into open level, same old, same old. Things will get a little spicier now that we're in basically past the set 21 or whatever. So we're at the I forget when the tough, when you can start seeing the legendaries and whatnot, but I think it's pretty soon. Is it after 42 or is it before that? Is it 35 when you start seeing? I forget when. That is a very frail looking Mischievous, but also it's a good moveset. Dang. Explosion, dude! Mischievous with oh man, it's almost like. Mirror Coat, that's not bad. Dude, a lot of exploders. Problem is, Mischievous is so frail on the physical side. I feel like it's risky. Even its special defense ain't that great. 187, it just feels like what's gonna happen a lot of the time is I'm gonna be like, oh, well, it'll blow up, and then it dies before it actually blows up. So then I send out something else to get blown up. But this is one of the fastest Pokemon you can get, is just a bunch of boomers that can just blow everything up in one turn. Tentacruel's not bad either. Not very it doesn't do as much damage, unfortunately. It's like a mixed attacker, and Mirror Coat is great. Hariyama is also one of those Pokemon that's much more frail than it looks, because even though it has a huge ass HP stat, its defense is pretty low. You can see how, despite Typhlosion not being exactly a tanky Pokemon, it's got a fair bit less defense than it. And this is the problem, because what Steelix will lose to is faster water type. So if I see a Starmie, it's just it's game over, man. You know what I mean? And I feel like Mirror Coat is less good in doubles, because you can't really rely on anything. This is a hard choice to make at the start. This is not the greatest team. I mean, I say that, but Typhlosion is nice. Hariyama's good too, because it comes with Fake Out to start off with. You know what? Okay. I really want to do a boom team, but I don't have a good team for that. So we'll do Hariyama, Typhlosion, and then I don't know, maybe I guess Tentacruel in the back. Just so I have a water type. Screech is like music to me. I recently looked this up, and I didn't realize that trainers in... Oh my god, that's Dugtrio. Trainers in the Battle Tower are actually, predictable. Or, predictable is the wrong word. That they always say, the same trainers say the same thing. They have... that is a bug catcher. I didn't catch his name. That bug catcher has the same name and will always say the same thing, right? There's no randomness to it. Ooh, see, I could Earthquake, but ugh. I guess I'll Overheat. Oh, I could have definitely gotten away with Earthquaking. Oh well. I was afraid of Dugtrio, I don't know if it's oh, Dugtrio with Defense or something, you know what I mean? That is slightly scary, but also it's getting slower. So we'll just Cross Chop you, Overheat you. Damn, oh, that's probably Thick Fat. Ouch. Oh, nice recoil, though, because it's got so much freaking... Because Hariyama's got so much... Of course you missed Cross Chop. Classic. And I guess I'll just do this and hope that this is enough to kill. Okay. Freaking, that is so classic that I missed the one Cross Chop I do. And I'm probably gonna flinch. You've got to be kidding me with this crap. Whatever, man. I'm so over this Hariyama already. That's so annoying. Good start. Missed my 80% accurate move twice in a row. Classic. And then, hey, look, and I'm about to use another 80% accurate. I'm not. I'm gonna Sludge Bomb this mofo. Oh, look, I missed Crush Claw. Guess how accurate that is. You know, the worst part is there's still, like, I can just lose this right now. Sludge Bomb probably just barely doesn't, and now it's gonna double edge, and if it crits me, I lose. It didn't even crit. Wait. Ah, you've got to be kidding me, right? My Screech strategy is the best. You lose ties. That's so stupid. I hate this game sometimes. You know what? Thank God. I say thank God that Stadium didn't have this, but they technically Stadium has it to where you don't get recoil damage if you on the last Pokemon. Well, what did I tell you? I knew that team. I saw that team and I was like, yeah, didn't look very good. You know what? I guess we'll go to singles. That didn't last very long, huh? Oh well. It is what it is. Just an excuse to lose to the first trainer. At least it'll be more reliable to do goofy strategies. Physical Porygon 2. Ooh, slacking. Oh my god, it's the Aerial Ace slacking. Look at this set. Like, they give you a cool, actual cool Pokemon, and it's just like the most like insane set you've ever seen in your life. Like, I guess Porygon's a decent start. Like, Fortress isn't probably bad either. Doesn't have Stab though, but like, yeah, I mean, I could set up. Problem is, like, so many things like this, like Spikes just is less good in this format because AI don't switch often. It's cool to see Spikes, but like, you know, Crobat's a good back though, just because it's fast, and I guess we'll do Golduck. Sure. Like, Porygon's slow, but at least it's bulky. Blah. I adore my Pokemon like my children. So you like sending your children into cockfights? Hmm. Good start, good start. I'm just gonna try attack. It's the same damage, but at least this can like do something cool. Now we'll recover. I got Quick Claw recover, which is kind of oh! Scary counter. Paralyze, nice. That's good. I will cover then. We'll Shadow Ball here. Just in case, because I don't think Tri-Attack would kill at that HP. And we'll recover. I know people like to meme on the fact that Shadow Ball reduces special defense and it's a physical attack. But like, I kind of like that. I've always actually really liked that it does that, because it feels like it synergizes better with the actual ghost types, because they're Mischievous and Gengar are both primarily special attackers, but they can potentially get benefit out of Shadow Ball lowering special defense. Like, I kind of wish there was more moves like that. You know what I mean? Like, it does, like, the fact that it reduces a stat that it isn't, like, the primary, like, damage dealing, you know what I mean? Ah, that sucks. And it's... and it's... blah. Stab Scratch actually doing damage. Don't... oh my... dude, I... that's awesome. I can't even complain. Just rolled a good move that actually, like Poison Sting isn't a good move, but it's like, if it poisons, it is a good move, you know? Oh, what's that? You've got Double Team? Well, I got the move for you. It's actually kind of funny, this thing has Follow Me, so it actually is a Pokemon that's built for doubles. Although I would prefer Cosmic Power over Double Team, obviously. Well, I guess I'll just keep try-attacking. I'm not speedrunning, so I don't really care about how slow I am. Ow. Oh, wow. Hey, if I break through on this turn, though, I kill it. Hell yeah. Easy. Do. What did I talk about last time? Oh yeah, I had that big thing about the physical special split, and it was like I was super scatterbrained. Like I don't think I got my point across. Well, I mean, I think I did, but maybe like I didn't give a lot of good like counter arguments or whatever you want to call it. Donphan. Nah, we'll keep my team. I mean, I absolutely 100% stand by it, but I will say that doesn't mean I think that the physical special split is some terrible, awful thing or anything like that. Like, no, it's just I will stand by the fact that I just don't think it's anywhere near as good as people make it out to be. I think people have a lot of those kind of misconstructions. Is that even the right word? Feels like the right word, but maybe I'm thinking of something slightly different. But like something else I was thinking about, and ooh, nice freeze. I love Tri-Attack. Tri-Attack's one of those moves. I'm so glad that Gen 2 made this move what it is. Like, it's such a cool move. Oh, and then a defrost instantly. Man, you know what I miss? When freaking being frozen meant that you didn't defrost until the end of the turn. Thank you, Gen 2. Love that Gen 2 had that. I know, like, Gen 1's super extreme and you can't defrost at all, but I love that Gen 2 had the 10% chance to defrost and you had defrost at the end of the turn. I think combining the newer 20% chance to defrost and keeping the... Oh god, I just realized what I'm looking at. Keeping the... whatchamacallit, like 20% chance to defrost, but you're guaranteed at least one freeze turn because you defrost at the end of the turn is a good idea. This is going to be a little wacky, but I guess we'll see how this works. I'm going to Screech this guy. Because the chances are he can't do much. He's Defense Curl too, so this works out. Oh, for crying out loud. I'm already... Screech is 85, by the way. Let's just miss more accurate... Like, only slightly inaccurate moves. Oh, it's got rollout. That's actually scary because it is legitimately strong enough. But, like, in this situation, like, whatever. Just hit it. Good enough. I took a look how much damage I took from a Shuckle. That speaks to the power of rollout more than anything. Milotic, very scary. We're gonna Sludge Bomb your butt. Even though that might, oh. Well, you know, now we're gonna Screech your butt. Ouch. Because now the Tri-Attack's gonna be doing more damage. Nice. What was I talking about? Ooh, Marvel Skill. That's pretty nice to get, though. I'm regretting that. I guess we'll just Tri-Attack. Hopefully... Okay, just smack it. Hit it hard. That might not kill. Unless it crits. Well, I don't think Milotic can do much to Golduck, at least. Does this Golduck have, like, Brick Break? That's good. We'll take that. Thank you, Screech. What was I even talking about? I was like gonna come up with something and then I just like that match took up my entire brain. Milotic is probably better than Golduck though, so I'll go for that. I'll take that. Like Icy Wind is secretly like honestly like pretty good. I feel like on a lot of Pokemon. I do feel like speed reducing moves like you know Icy Wind and whatnot are underrated. Because they can potentially like get you just like extra chip damage, and then that fishes for like an insta kill. Ugh! I keep seeing all these physically bulky Pokemon on my physical Porygon. Actually here. What is this Milotic? Recover Miracle. That's not bad. I mean, obviously, I wish it had Surf, but like Hydro Pump does give it a bit more power. Well, at least it's got a chance to just do nothing with Shadow Ball. Do you think it's a milk tank? Ooh, Dugtrio. I mean, that can't kill me, right? Surely not. I'm gonna do a lot of damage to him. Ouch! Dugtrio is so frail. And, like, it probably doesn't help that it has, like, no, like man on man. Dream Eater, so that's probably Hypnosis, jeez. Classic Gardevoir. It's funny that, like, Gardevoir is always depicted as a female when its gender ratio is 50-50. And, like, its name in Japanese has absolutely nothing to do with the... Like, it's like Sir Knight, right? Something like that. Like, yeah, it has, like, a very, like, ballerina-style design, but, like, it isn't, like, that's all. People, oh my god. I shouldn't say anything. I mean, the furry community does what the furry community does, you know? It's just funny. Sure. Honestly, I'll take Miltank. Because it's Facade, Shadow Ball, and it probably has something else. I mean, Miltank's very fast, so it fulfills the role of Crobat. Because my problem with Crobat is that, like, it really was like a one-trick pony. You Screech and then Sludge Bomb. How do I keep finding these bulky Pokemon? Well, whatever. Burn or Paralyze or something cool. Actually, maybe not if it's going to Facade it. I mean, in that case, just freeze it. Aha! I'm a gender-fluid Pokemon, don't you know? I shouldn't recover too much. The good thing about them having bad AI is you can kind of get away with this sometimes. Like, I think in singles, it's definitely after the first... Like, once you get to the... Is it after the... Frontier Brain? They all have good AI at that point? Or all, I guess it's... Newer games, I think, they always refer to it as smart AI. I actually have no idea how it even works in this game. Because I know in Gen 2... The way it works is it's like a bunch of different layers. Like you can add, like, you know, like the most complicated one that people talk about is the Smart AI, which is where that name comes from. Well, the name actually comes from Gen 1, but you know what I mean. It's called Smart in Gen 2 as well, where like Smart basically is the one that does a bunch of like specific checks for like a bunch of like move combos and stuff. Like Smart AI is the one that will do defense curl rollout and stuff like that. But then there's a bunch of other AI layers that are like, you know, like things like that's why, you know, certain types of trainers like bird keepers and like hikers have aggressive AI where they only use attacking moves. And then there's like redundant AI layer, which is used to make sure AI don't like waste moves. Like they don't waste their time doing things that don't work. Like they won't try to status a Pokemon that already has a status, you know, like that kind of thing. And there's a bunch of smaller layers that only like specific kinds of trainers have, but I think there's like Opportunist, which is like, oh, I forget what that one is. I know there's like Reckless, where they like are less like it's called Reckless, but it actually means they're less likely to use moves that are like considered risk. Or is it Risky? Is the one that does it? There's a bunch. You can look it up on the Crystal GitHub or like one of those. Using ground types, oh boy. I should check this. What Miltank is this? So it's Facade. Wow, Counter and Miracle with Recovery. That's kind of a cool combo to have. Kind of bad synergies for this Milotic to have a Lumberry when its ability is all about getting stats. Oh, wow, this Miltank is actually really weak though. I guess because that's a good point. I grabbed a rental, which means it's gonna have bad stats. But it's kind of cool to have. Should I trade it for something? I think we're fine. Although, if I remember correctly, Whiscash, I remember, is like pretty good. You know what? Actually, fuck it. Oh, but I already have a water type. I've heard that like most of the rental Whiscash are actually pretty good, from what I remember, because it's basically like they treat it as just like a slightly weaker, like Swampert, so they give it like better moves. Man, my physical Porygon is just fighting all of the physical walls, huh? I guess we'll go Milotic. I'm scared of Earthquake, but like it's probably not got Earthquake. Oh. Want to counter? Really? Thank you. Dude. What is this guy? What? I'm getting Dragon Breath to death by Steelix. Okay, I'm gonna Milk Drink here. It's probably about to roar if I'm still slower. Oh no, it's just really slow, I guess. There's the Earthquake. I knew you had it. I said it probably doesn't have Earthquake, but now I'm gonna say I knew it. I mean, at that point, like... Uh-oh. Ouch. That is death. That is gonna kill the hell out of me, actually. That's kind of terrifying. Medicham is really strong. And it's got Calm Mind, of course. I'm gonna Icy Wind here. Because I think that kills. Because I'd rather do that twice than Hydro Pump. Okay, I was gonna say, this is one of those Pokemon where it's like you really want Surf over Hydro Pump. Man, oh man. Do. Normal type, huh? Well, I'm gonna get rid of Miltank, and I'm gonna oh, I say that, but do you suppose one of these two has Explosion? The Steelix was Rock Tomb, Dragon Breath, Earthquake, and Roar. So, like, not particularly great. And the Golem could have... There's gotta be an Explosion Golem, surely. That's like one of, like, practically its signature move. One of it, anyways. One of the signature exploders. Granbull. Granbull is honestly, like, not bad. I feel like Granbull is one of those Pokemon that people think got way better. And it's like, yeah, I mean, Intimidate and it hits hard. It's just slow and a bit frail. But, like, it has a surprisingly good move pool, too. Like, I'm getting Thunder Waved. Oh. Okay, that's fine. Fine by me. Like, I don't think it's fantastic or anything. And that was probably one of the points I was gonna make, is people have this weird fascination with making every Pokemon really good, if you know what I mean. Like, and like, no offense, but it's just like, oh jeez. Resto Chesto, baby. Oh, come on. Alright, we're gonna recover. We're gonna Icy Wind it a bit. This thing's pretty bulky, actually. Got Shadow Ball. Okay, we're gonna Icy Wind one more time, and if it doesn't rest... Oh, nice crit. Never mind. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people want freaking... Like, when you look up stuff in, like... Especially fan games, I think, are really guilty of this. Like, I saw a fan game where they basically gave Lantern every buff under the sun, and it's like, holy crap, it was so ridiculously over the top. And it's like Lantern's not even a bad Pokemon. Far from it. I saw another YouTube video that's like, oh, you know, it's like, I'm making bad Pokemon good, and Lantern's like one of the premier Gen 2 Pokemon he did. And it's like, but Lantern's not even bad! Like, I don't understand. It's a bulky... Water type, yes, and amongst a bunch of other bulky water types, but it gets, like, it's an electric type, too. And it learns a bunch of cool moves and stuff. Like, it's just weird to me that, of all things, to treat Lantern like it's a bad Pokemon. Like, it just feels weird. I guess we'll stick with this. Like, people want to do, you know what I mean? Like, it's okay for, like, not, like... how do I put this? People want every Pokemon to be like Smogon OU, you know? They want every Pokemon to be capable of that, and it's like, that's just not gonna happen. Like, especially because, like, this kind of ties in almost to me talking about the physical special split last time, where, like, making everything good starts to homogenize everything a lot. That's already kind of happening a lot nowadays because of how vast the move pools are of so many Pokemon. Like, there's so many normal types especially, that it's like, what makes them really different from each other, you know? Like, what makes, you know, like, jeez, man. My physical guy has not had the best time of it, but, like, you know what I mean? Especially with how aggressive the metagame is nowadays, where, like, it feels like people, like, games can be just over in a single move, potentially, if it's like, oh, you know, whatchamacallit, like, just one good setup move and you just bulldoze through a team, you know? I mean, that's simplifying things. It's definitely not true, but it sometimes does feel like that. That's what people sometimes want things to be. Okay, my Miltank sucks, so I'm just gonna spam Shadow Ball and try to lower its special defense. There we go. That'll help a bit. Because I'm not going to be able to muscle through this. I mean, it does have only like 5 synthesis, so it's not that bad, but... Oh, God. Like at the core of it, my point is, I think it's perfectly fine for some Pokemon to just be not that great. There's a lot of Pokemon that are like that, and it's totally fine. Like, let's be honest. Would people like Dunsparce as much as they did if it was like just a good Pokemon? I mean, maybe in some regard, but isn't it kind of awesome how it's like this? Like, the whole joke is that it's a super rare Pokemon, and it's not even like all that great. You know what I mean? And I mean, hell, it's not even like Dunsparce has cool, unique things it does because it has Serene Grace, right? That was a cool ability they gave it. And it learns, like, Ancient Power, and it learns, like, Headbutt and stuff. It learns a lot of cool moves that can take advantage of the fact that it has you know, an ability that doubles secondary effects. Okay, what the heck is this? This is... whatever. Like, one of the goofiest Venusaurs I've ever seen. Surely it wouldn't kill me in one hit with, if I miss somehow, like, surely, but, like, you know, you always get a little afraid of that. My bike is my best friend. Sure thing. I mean, I watched a Worcester vid, and he was getting about these many battle points, so it's like, huh. I don't know why, I remember as a kid getting, like, 1 battle point from these. I wonder what, I don't even know how the points are determined, though, so maybe that's my bad. Maybe I just don't know how it works, which, fair enough. Alright, what are we getting? Starmie? It could... well, I think the early ones are probably... I mean, that's not the worst. It lacks a bit of, like, immediate oomph, but, like, honestly, it could be worse. Physical Metagross, that's pretty good. That is the disgusting Dusclops. Okay, so we're probably gonna... well, Starmie, Metagross, and does anything benefit from rain? I guess Credilli. This is a disgusting Dusclops, but it's not even bad. It has Protect and Toxic. Like, that'll do it against a lot of stuff. Like, I guess I'll take that over the other crap. It's always hard to turn down Starmie. I think Starmie is considered, like, one of the best Pokemon as far as the way that it's treated in amongst Frontier Mons. Like, I think a lot of the Starmies don't show up until Like they show up amongst like the legendaries or whatever. I'm not sure if that's 100% true, but like that's in my head. Sure. And also it has natural cure, so if I get status right away, I can swap it out. This could be like anything. Nidoking's one of those Pokemon, you know? And I can't really do anything with Dusclops, so I kind of just have to take it. Ah, Shadow Ball. There we go. Good work, Starmie. And that's Shell Bell. I wish Shell Bell were sort of a bit more HP than it does, you know what I mean? We'll Thunder here, even though it's probably a lot weaker, just because I want to like get a paralysis off, but I didn't get it, so instead we're gonna... I guess we'll just Rain Dance again. Oh my god. I should just switch, it's cursing. Is this the Curse Frustration... dude? I guess we'll Swagger and Psych... Really? You know what? Psych Up actually good here. Holy shit. I've never seen Psych Up be so good. You know what I mean? Like, goddamn. Thank you, Psych Up. You know what? If Psych Up was more widespread, I bet you it would have been pretty good in Gen 2 for dealing with Curse Mons. Except the problem is that Curse was so readily available in Gen 2, it's like, why not just run Curse most of the time? But I feel like that is a legitimate niche for it. Honestly, I kind of like Dusclops. Mind you, it's not good for, like, poison types, but you know what, then, what did Alakazam do? Did it Shadow Ball me? That's probably a physical Alakazam. Nidoking used Shadow Ball. No, Nidoking used Shadow Ball. What did I do? No, the Alakazam Thunder Waved me. We'll just stick with this. Like, I probably shouldn't get rid of Metagross. Like, the reality is that Metagross with Meteor Mash and Earthquake is already really good. And, like, Psych Up is one of those moves that's, like, surprisingly useful for getting yourself out of impossible situations. Like, there's a lot of Mons in here that have, like, setup moves that you can just copy in a pinch. God damn it. This is one of those situations where it's like, man, please don't hit myself too much, you know? Oh, dude, max confusion. I actually like Thunder Starmie because it, like, beats other water types, which is, like, a good thing to be able to do, you know? Oh! That's scary. Tauros, that's fine. That's gonna hurt. Okay, we live in. I'm gonna Thunder here, because I don't want a chance to miss. Because it's definitely just gonna hit me again, and it's like, okay, that's fine. Metagross probably beats this now, surely? Surely, like, crit Earthquake from Tauros? I don't know what this has. Earthquake's a very common move, I feel like. Huh. You know, I never even thought about this. You can just switch their moves around. Yeah, it does have Earthquake. Ouch. But Metagross is really tanky. Metagross is like one of the few Pokemon that can, like, take an explosion. And just be like, yeah, that's not that bad. Like, it in, like, Steelix and stuff like that. It's because how strong they are. Oh, I haven't even used this Dusclops, but, like, let's look at its stats. Like, well, how good is its bulk? Pretty good. And it has leftovers, goddamn. Like, this is a Metagross that can potentially just beat most things one-on-one, as long as you have a little bit of luck on your side. You do have to rely on Toxic is the unfortunate thing. It's 85, you know? It's that classic thing. That's kind of the sucky thing about this, is it's good, but it's all moves that can miss for the most part, except for, like, Rain Dance Thunder. But I do admittedly like Tauros in the back, and it has Double Edge and Earthquake. Like, that's really good. And like Dusclops sucks against steel types anyway, so at least I can swap it out for something. Yeah, okay. I wanted to try it out, but I was like, let's go Tauros. Tauros has Intimidate too. Like Tauros is one of those mons, like, it's not like an OU staple or anything, but it's far from bad. Like, it's Gen 3, you know? There's not a lot of Pokemon that I can downright say are just, like, unusably bad. Oh boy. One of the stallers. Every time you say Wailord, this is what you gotta deal with. Ugh. Thank you, Paralysis. Okay, please don't miss. Okay. Whew! Scary. I mean, the worst case scenario, I would have come in with Metagross and psyched it up. Damn, Starmie, you good. Dugtrio. That's a little scary. No! Okay, even with the Omni Boost, nah. Dugtrio's so frail. I wasn't scared, but it's like, man, I would have sent out Tauros and then just hope that Psych Up, or I guess I could kill it with Metagross. That Psych Up wouldn't be a good idea. Flying type. Okay, what is this Tauros? Let's look. Has Resto Chesto, which isn't bad. It's Adamant. They're about to use a bunch of flying types. Yeah, we'll stick with this. That's like Curse, Amnesia. What else was it doing? I don't even remember what its last move is. It probably is like Earthquake. If I had to guess. Slowking. This could have Shadow Ball. Or T-Wave. We'll just stay in. Ouch. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, we're gonna actually switch out unless this is like something that can't possibly KO me. There's basically nothing this could possibly do to a Metagross. Like, it's probably Sludge Bomb. Confuse Ray? That's fine. That's less fine, but not the worst. Nice! I don't know if that crit was necessary, but Crobat isn't super frail, so it might have been necessary. I guess we just Meteor Mash here? It's the Dragon Dancer. Oh, I can get a kill if it doesn't... As long as I don't miss here. Damn it. I know it doesn't have a fire move, but it does have Earthquake. Nice. With the double attack boost? What was I fading? Slowking. Ah, we'll keep this stuff. I don't train good enough. Oh, yeah. Blaziken. Another Pokemon that could be scary if it's like the worst thing ever, but I probably live. Thunder Punch. I live that. Okay. That's what always scares me about Rain Dancing, is it's like if I miss, you know, that's not good. Hey look, Fearow. Fearow's one of those Pokemon I actually really like. I like that it's always been like the more aggressive version of Pidgey, you know? Oh, Dodrio! I wonder what this is. If this is like a... Oh, I might swap that out for Tauros. Dropek's a very good move. This is probably a pretty good... I think pretty much most of the Dodrios are like good from what I remember. Oh, great. Of course, I only saw one move, but I'm gonna take it. Just to give me some variety. Gives me something that's immune to Earthquake in the back. And it's like, it's still very fast. It's gonna be faster than Tauros. It's kind of funny you had Fearow and Dojo, and like, Dojo is one of those Pokemon that's kind of just better Fearow. I think they actually did buff Fearow, or did they buff Dojo in a later game? I don't remember. Ugh. Okay, what Dojo is this? Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll take it. This probably can't kill me if I switch to Dojo. That's fine. Totally fine. I'll take it. Wheezing, whatever. Just double edge. Man, that's some power. And we got the flinch. Let's go. Die. I'm telling you, man, Dojo good. Ooh, you picked the wrong Flareon to exist in this world. What sentence did I just say? And I killed myself with recoil, so now it's just like, that's done. I'm gonna Rain Dance here because I could miss. And like, the thing is, this could be Shadow Ball. But even if it is, Shadow Ball can't possibly take out Metagross. And if I make it rain, I don't have to worry about it being like Overheat Flareon. There we go. Although it Quick Clawed me, so hardly matters. Finally, the 7th match. Go on. No clear favorites. Depend on the battle flow. I should look into what those tips mean, because I know that they refer to what kind of move that they have. I got my Pokemon on rental. Yeah, I know. So did everyone else, dipshit. It came free with your Xbox! Oh boy, I love seeing Shuckle. It makes me want to huckle. Okay. Please hit one of these Hydro Pumps. Thank you, good lord. That really helps. Now I'm not worried. Ooh, missing Heat Wave? I'll take it. That probably doesn't kill. Yeah. Dugtrio is not a strong Pokemon. Base stat total is very low. I'll take it. Alright, well, we can do one more set and maybe we'll get to fight Mr. Brain Man. Mr. Battle Brain Frontier Head. Alright. Any other topics I could think to talk about? One thing I heard, and this is something I actually thought about, because this came up on a thing and I was kind of interested in thinking about it, is, it actually came up on a Worcester stream. Oh! Yeah, that is like a guarantee, like, pick that shit, dude. Wow, Fire Blast. Hey, it's a special Machamp. Oh, that's also real good. Oh, it's Choice Band too. Holy shit, that Machamp is a beast. The face Pokemon. I love that that's its name. Something I heard, came up, and I thought it was an interesting topic, is how, like, people talking about how certain things revitalize Pokemon. Like, in this case, like how, specifically talking about evolutions, actually. How, like, it came up in Worcester chat, like, someone was like, oh, I like Ursaluna because it revitalized Ursaring. And it's like, well, no, it didn't. It just, it's a new Pokemon that just, you know, happens to evolve from Ursaring. But, like, you're not using Ursaring more. You're just, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's just another stepping stone to another Pokemon. Like, if anything, it's almost like insulting. It's just, instead of being its own thing, now it's just, you know, if you're using Ursaring, you're using it because it evolved into Ursaluna, right? It's not even like its own Pokemon anymore. Anyways, this Starmie is nuts. It's basically everything that could ever possibly come in. Like, and this comes like a thing, like other examples I thought about is like even with like Mega Evolutions. I like Mega Evolution as a concept, and I do think that like a lot of the Pokemon that got Mega Evolutions, it's like they're pretty good, but like there's a lot of Pokemon I think really didn't need Megas, and of course there's the fact that I think Megas kind of ruined some other Pokemon too, like you know, like certain Pokemon that got Megas, like Mawile. You know, Mawile got a Mega, and it's like, well, now it can never get a like. I guess technically it doesn't have to be like this. They could probably eventually just decide not to do this, but like Mawile got a Mega, so is Mawile ever going to get a regular evolution now? Probably not. Same with like Sableye. Not anytime soon, anyways. The Pokemon I want to swap out most here is Sceptile. Not that it's bad. Like, it's got like good... It's like decently fast, but it's like, eh. I didn't see anything from these guys, though. So, like, that's kind of the funny thing about blasting everything is you have no idea what you're swapping for, so it's kind of hard to actually try to switch. Like, Lopunny got a Mega Evolution, and it's like, oh, that means Lopunny's more relevant. And it's like, well, no, Mega Lopunny is relevant, but you're never going to use regular Lopunny. Especially because Lopunny is already, like, not a particular, like, it's very much not a strong Pokemon. Why would you ever use... Like, if somebody sees you have Lopunny on your team, they're going to know you're using Mega Lopunny, you know what I mean? Like, you're not ever going to not use Mega Lopunny, because Mega Lopunny is so much better than Lopunny, you know what I mean? Why would you ever not use Mega Lopunny? Like, I think Megas kind of makes... Like, it's funny that people complained about this, but, like, I think Megas actually do kind of make sense to give to Pokemon that are at least, like, considered good. Like, I like the idea of, like, even though, like, it's funny because, like, you know, like, people complain that, you know, Garchomp's Mega is bad. It's, like, worse than regular Garchomp, but I kind of like that. I think it should be a little, maybe a little better, but, like, I like the idea of Megas as just being, like, different takes on a Pokemon rather than just being, yeah, it's just better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of like that Mega Garchomp is slower, but it gets, oh jeez, but it gets, like, you know, the advantage of being a much bulkier Pokemon. And, like, yeah, it's worse than regular Garchomp for the most part, but that's, like, that's fine. Like, does it need to be just better? I guess because there's an opportunity cost with Megas, because, like, if you don't, you only get one Mega. That's kind of the unfortunate thing about that. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, when you give a Mega to a bad Pokemon, like, for example, Mawile, it's like, and same with Sableye that I mentioned earlier, too. It's like, you're never, ever, ever gonna use the regular versions of them because they're so weak. Freaking Mega Mawile gets huge power, so it gets so much power out of it. And, like, you can't build for not Megaing, because why would you do that? You're just giving yourself when you do Mega. Like, it's not making those Pokemon more relevant, it's just making them, like, yeah, they're on your team now, but you're not really using them, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of the reason why Mega Evolution is another one of those things I'm fairly neutral on when it comes to, you know, like, as a mechanic. Like, people once, like, talk about, like, it's the be-all, end-all, like, why did they get rid of Megas? And it's like, well, because, like, it's always going to be a problem that either a Mega is on a Pokemon that is already, like, good, so, like, you don't want to use the opportunity cost to use a Mega on, or it's on a Pokemon that's so bad, why would you ever not use the Mega, you know? Like, you just can't win. It's always going to be some sort of just, eh. Either you always want to use it or you never want to use it. It's hard to compensate for that, you know? If every Mega was given to a Pokemon that was treated as more of a side grade, then I think it would work a lot better. But that's obviously, you know, too late for that, you know. It's just kind of one of those unfortunate things. Like it makes sense. They can't just do that for every Mega. I mean, they could, but like obviously they don't want to. And I think part of it is just Game Freak is not super concerned with making every Pokemon competitively viable, which they obviously they shouldn't. But it does also mean that there are going to be Pokemon that kind of fall behind in some way or another, and that's what I was talking about. It's like it's just unreasonable to expect every Pokemon to be good. Because if every Pokemon's good, then no Pokemon is good. You know what I mean? Like, it's very clear that like they don't do this by accident. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, like all of the, like they obviously have a good idea of what are the good Pokemon. Because a lot of the good Pokemon show up in the later sets, even in like just in this set. Like they make the meme sets, and then generally the later sets are less memey because they know what's actually good. Is that Quick Claw? Surely Granbull is not faster than Sceptile. Skeptile? I don't know. When it comes down to it, it's just me saying that, yeah, no, Megas are not as good as I think people say they are. Like, you can say that Z Crystals, for example, like, they do, like, because they're a mechanic that any Pokemon can use, they tend to benefit the good Pokemon more. That's just always how that's going to work too. But, like, at least every Pokemon equally uses it. Even if it's better for some... Freaking Quick Claw. Even if it's obviously better for other Pokemon than others. Versus others, I should say. Like... But, like, at least, like, it's not... Oh, my God. Quick freaking Bright Powder bullshit. Nice. It's just... It's complicated. You know, Pokemon is... Despite what people might sometimes say, Pokemon is at its core a very complex, nuanced metagame. And it is hard, it is surprisingly hard to make something that feel like, you know what I mean? That it's like it's good in a way that's actually like interesting. And doesn't like either step on the toes of another Pokemon, or just feel like a gimmick, or just feel like you know what I mean? Or just feels like heavy-handed, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes when they give stuff buffs, and it's like, you can tell, like, it's just, like, overtuned on purpose. And I feel like Gen 4 to 5 was, like, around the worst of it. Like, that was where Power Creep was pretty infamous for just being ridiculously over the top. Ow! Okay. I can afford to switch out because Starmie will outspeed pretty much anything. And I do have Choice Band, so we'll take it. Nice! Yo, Slacking, let's go. Come on, Fighting Weakness. Yeah! It's loafing around, huh? Well, guess what? You're about to get punched in the face by a giant ape. Okay, we'll switch here. Oh, this might be faster than me now. Hopefully I... Oh, nope. I'm good. Do. Gardevoir has pretty good special defense, so I guess I'll Earthquake it. Ouch. Oh, we're tanking it, boy. Gardevoir's also tanking it, though. That is perfectly fine. We'll send out Slacking to finish off. Make it plead for mercy. Ow! Okay, well, okay, maybe not. I was waiting for that to be a crit freeze and just be like, aw. Oh yeah, we're gonna get the brain. Can't tell you anything about the factory. Snorlax is pretty good, but we'll keep our team. I know Nolan tends to have... I don't know if he does this on purpose. I have no idea how his, like, this Pokemon, if it's just completely random or not, like everything else is. But, like, I swear it feels like he tends to have a team that's good against yours. You know what I mean? Like, I have Starmie, so he has Electabuzz. Like, that feels like a thing that just tends to happen. I don't know if that's true or not, but it does tend to always feel like he's particularly cracked. Like, Fearless maybe for Skepta, you know what I mean? Like, damn. Ah, I should have just aerial aced. I mean, Starmie can take care of this. For sure. No way Fearless faster than Starmie, right? Surely not? And then it's gonna be a fighting type? Oh no, it's Wailord. I was expecting a fighting type for, Slacking. Oh god. Bro, I hate you. Were you really gonna do this? Blah. Thank you, Starmie. Coming in clutch. Let's go. Take that, Nolan. You suck. I don't know, I'm so mean to him. Nice. And you get big battle points for actually fighting the Factor Head versus doubles where you don't, which is kind of funny. Nicely done, senor. I'm just gonna manually save here for no reason other than just because, like, I don't know, why not? I guess that'll be it for this part. I mean, I don't know. There was one other topic I wanted to talk about was rivals, actually. I love talking about the different rivals. I feel like, I will say this, I think, like, the Sword and Shield rivals, like, I feel like some people unnecessarily hate them. Like, I feel like they're pretty good, honestly. Like, I feel like if you're gonna talk about, like, rivals being bad, it's the X and Y rivals, you know, the group of friends that do nothing all game, and just, like, you've got the one rival, the opposite gender rival kind of sticks out from them, but, like, even still, it's just, like, eh. I don't know, like, X and Y just feels like such a boring generation. Like, it feels like everything X and Y did was half-baked, you know? And that's partially, I know, partially it's probably growing pains from the fact that it was, like, the first, like, mainline 3D game. Because that tends to be a thing that happens with Game Freak, is, like, when they start, like, every time, like, they start doing new stuff, it always ends up with growing pains. Like, Gen 1, Gen 3, Gen 4, whenever there's, like, a big jump to new technology. Right? Like, Gen 2 is just better Gen 1. Gen 5 is, you know, I mean, in some ways, like, Heart Gold Soul Silver is obviously awesome, but, like, Gen 5's actual, like, engine is just, like, better Gen 4, you know what I mean? But I digress. That'll be it for this part. See you guys. Actually, I mean, yeah, we'll do more later. But, is there anything else I've really been feeling like doing? I don't know. Maybe not. I might just go do Challenge Cup stuff, too. Like, oh yeah, I was gonna talk about the freaking, like, comparing Gen 3 and Gen 4's Frontier, but that'll be for next time. Anyways, yeah, see you guys later.